Positive thinking is exhausting. So for this video, I'm gonna entertain the worldview of a negative Nancy. I always hear about the starving African children. I've been hearing about this shit since like 1982. And I always think, wouldn't they be dead or at least starving African adults by now? And if there are still starving African children, then that means the starving African adults decided to procreate there instead of moving. There's no fucking food here, you can't just have babies. And if that's the case, then the starving African adults are being irresponsible. So you don't get to guilt me by putting starving African children on TV and making me send pennies a day to these motherfuckers. I'm starting to think that overpopulation is the root cause of all of the world's issues. I'm talking about the healthcare, the traffic, the water shortages, natural disasters. I mean, if there weren't so fucking many of you, this shit wouldn't be a problem. Sure, Mother Nature can be a moody, unpredictable bitch, but that's no excuse for building a fucking house in tornado country. And also, I don't give a fuck about government corruption. I mean, you got the whole fucking government spying on every single one of us, and the whole country's bitching about it. And I'm not saying the government's right, I'm saying we're pussies for not rebelling. You think George Washington would stand for that shit? Son of a bitch took on a whole British army, he was barely old enough to drink. Realistically, there's over 300 million of us, and what, like 10,000 of them? What are they gonna do? Nuke everybody because we don't like being spied on? And the way these creeps stay in power is by turning us against each other. Jew versus Gentile, black versus white, man versus women, Democrat versus Republican, liberal versus conservative. No, it's two groups. People who work for a living and creeps spying on us. Did you know that nowadays it costs around $1 billion to campaign to be president? But the dude in office only makes 400 grand a year? It would be fucking silly for a politician to not be corrupt. They can't afford to not be corrupt. It's not even that they're evil. They just don't have the cash. If you even know a politician's name, they've accepted thousands or millions of dollars from corporations. And corporations aren't just giving politicians money for the fuck of it, it's an investment. Bribery is legal and they just call it lobbying, which sounds way better than bribery. So in essence, what I'm trying to say is, fuck this gay earth.